Alrighty, let's talk about this. So YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here to talk about our boys, man. I'm coming on here to talk about what do we expect, what should we expect from Chase Young and Montez Sweat, our dynamic duo that's supposedly supposed to be elite. What should we expect from these guys coming up in the 2022 season? Without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. We're ever so close to that goal, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Let's get straight into today's video. So, I don't know, I'm just thinking, what about changing my name to Juan Gotti Media? What do you guys think about that? Leave that in the comment section. Juan Gotti Media, obviously nothing's going to change. I'm just trying to switch things up here. Nothing's going to change with the Washington content or Washington sports, but Juan Gotti Media, I don't know. I like it. Let me know what you guys think. Chase Young, Montez Sweat. What should we expect from these guys in 2022? First, let's relive the horrible 2021 season for both of these guys. And what I mean by horrible is, when you look at Montez Sweat, let's start with Tez. Tez was actually getting to the quarterback at times last year. I mean, I can remember early parts of week 1 versus the Chargers. I mean, he got to Justin Herbert and forced that fumble on Justin Herbert. And then Tez, I can remember coming back from the injury, broken jaw, made a play versus the Eagles. That was the COVID game where literally had Garrett Gilbert at quarterback. Tez made a play there. So Tez was here bits and parts of the season. He finished the season with, I want to say, 4 or 5 sacks. But obviously injuries killed him. Him specifically too, with the broken jaw, then off the field issues with his family, condolences again. And it just was a rough year for Tez. Now, the title of this video is going to be what to expect from Montez Sweat and Chase Young. But after really thinking about it, this whole video is going to be about the defensive line, because everybody except for Jonathan Allen, and I know a lot of you guys still aren't sold on Jonathan Allen, so you can throw him in this discussion too if you want to, but everyone, at least I'm going to do it for this video, everyone not named Jonathan Allen is playing for, if not a contract a year, playing to get a contract in the future. I mean, Jonathan Allen got paid last year. Money didn't faze him. He came out after making the money and had his best season as a pro. Then, you look at his partner, Daron Payne. This is literally his last chance. He's on his 5th-year option this year. Got drafted in 2018. So, this is it for Payne. Is he going to extend it? I don't know. This is it. This is his last chance to show Washington, yeah, you need to extend me or I don't want. That's Payne. Got drafted in 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, his 5th-year option. 2019, Tez got drafted. We doubled back in the first round after drafting Dwayne Haskins. We traded up with the Colts, and got Tez. Tez 2019 season, 2020 season, 2021 season, 2022 season. This is gonna be his 4th year, so we still have 2 years with Tez. And then Chase Young. He's going to be coming on to his 3rd season, so we still have multiple years with our 2 bookend pass rushers, but these guys are going to be on for big years because, again, like I said, Payne's going to be playing for a contract, and Tez and Montez and Chase are going to be playing for contracts because we're not going to be able to keep both of these guys. Unless we don't pay Payne and we try to go get someone else, we're not going to be able to pay both of these guys if they are panned out to be what we think they could be. So both of these guys are going to be playing for contracts too. But obviously theirs isn't going to be as significant because of the fact that they have multiple years left. But more than just playing for a contract this upcoming season, they're going to be playing to show that they can be elite pass rushers in the NFL. Montez Sweat and Chase Young, that is, because both of these guys have yet to prove that they could be elite pass rushers, even though they have the talent, man. They have the talent to prove that they could be elite pass rushers, but have yet to live up to it. Chase Young got injured in this year, too, and even before he got hurt, he was not living up to the number 2 overall pick. Tez, on the other hand, who I think Tez has showed, I wouldn't say he showed enough to get money from us, but I definitely think Tez has showed enough to maybe give it, I'm trying to think here. Maybe Tez has showed enough to get some money from us, but not the contract that these edge rushers that are getting paid, you know? So, not the TJ Watts of the world, none of those guys, Myles Garrett. Maybe he showed enough to get maybe like 13 a year, maybe. I don't know, I'm just throwing a random number. But Tez could definitely show more. Chase Young, on the other hand, hasn't shown really nothing. I mean, the rookie year was phenomenal. I wouldn't even say that was phenomenal. That was good. 7.5 sacks. And in year 2, obviously didn't live up to it, and he got hurt. I put a lot of that on the coaching staff. Sam Mills showing these guys Ryan Kerrigan film. I don't think they're getting coached properly because there's no way you constantly watch the same thing on film and never make any adjustments. Chase Young was trying to rely solely on his athletic ability. That's what got him drafted to number 2 overall pick. But he got to realize you're going up against tackles in the NFL that is going to kill that. That is not going for nothing. You're not playing Northwestern no more. You're not playing Michigan State anymore. You're not playing Wisconsin anymore. So Chase Young has to get some tools in his bag, and yes, I do believe it's him, but then again, I think it's more the coaching, because Chase Young's work ethic is never the question. Chase Young is always working, but I just feel like the coaching is not being right. I do not like Sam Mills. Don't know why he's still here. But what do we expect from these guys? So we talked a little bit about what happened in 2021. We talked about the contract for all these guys and whatnot. The contracts coming up. What do we expect? I am not expecting nothing less than double-digit sacks for both of these guys. Tez, if Tez ended the season with 8-7 sacks, I would give him a little bit of a pass, because he actually proved that he could get 8 sacks before. I mean, in his rookie year, he finished with 4 or 5 last year. And if he gets 8 this year, okay, he's still not the best, but at least Tez has shown that he can, get the goal. Chase Young, on the other hand, and maybe I'm being a little harsh, but then again, I'm not. I don't think so, because this guy was number 2 overall pick. He's supposed to be a face of this franchise. He's supposed to be the cornerstone of this team. And I have super high expectations for him. I get, yes, he's coming off of a torn ACL. I get he's not Nick Bosa, but Nick Bosa came off of a torn ACL, 15 sacks, easy. So I'm expecting Chase Young to have a huge, huge year in year 3. I really do think year 2 was a humbling process and a humbling situation for him. It just sucks that he got hurt in the process of it, because he was already having a terrible year. Let's call it what it is. And then he got hurt. I really think the torn ACL may have humbled him, because let's call it what it is. I mean, after his first year, he's getting featured in commercials. He didn't show up to minicamp or was it OTAs? One of those, because he was on commercials again. Don't really care about that. That was his choice. Go make the money elsewhere. You don't have to be there. But then when you don't produce, and then that becomes a problem, because now fans are going to look at it, oh, like, he didn't come to minicamp. Then he does this. He doesn't, he doesn't have the right to just then leave and not show up to practice or whatever. You get what I'm saying? If it would have been different if he didn't show up and then he put on a 12, 13 sack year last season. He didn't do that. So then it becomes a problem. So yeah, I'm expecting big years from both of these guys. I would like to see both of these guys get double-digit sacks. Chase Young, again, the reason why I'm holding him more to a high standard is because he's our number 2 overall pick. And as much as I love Chase, man, if we don't see a double-digit sack year from Chase Young, I wouldn't say he's a bust after year 3, but I would just say he wasn't worth a number 2 overall pick. And you guys know I love Chase. You guys know from my home area, I say this every time I talk about Chase Young and Jared Patterson, I would probably say he is not worth a number 2 overall pick if he doesn't have a double-digit sack year. Just call it what it is. We don't have a game-changing pass rusher. We have a guy that is okay, he can get to the quarterback, but he isn't a Myles Garrett, he isn't a TJ Watt, he isn't a guy that can take over a game single-handedly if he doesn't reach double-digit sacks. That's just the brutal, honest opinion for me here. Tez, on the other hand, yes, I want him to get a double-digit sacks too, because I'm expecting big things out of both of these guys. But again, Tez has at least shown me that he could, get to the quarterback countless times, So, we'll see. I love Chase. I love Tez, man. You guys know that. But it's starting, it's time for me to start holding these players more accountable, man. God, man, I really hope these guys are going to pan out. I really do. I really, really do, man, because we spent the number 2 overall pick on Chase. Spent the, number 25th overall pick or 29th overall pick in 2019 on Tez. I know we traded back up. But we'll see, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. As always, me, boy, JGTS. Like, comment, subscribe. Hell to the Washington Commanders. Out. Peace.